Okay, welcome to challenge 57. So this time we're going to build an app. So it's a Valentine thing. What we have, they give us an interface. So we can use that as a public guidance. You can see from down, you have a map input. You can drop down to select your locations. The gift, you have florist and confectionaries. Distance, you want miles, drive time. I think we can only do drive miles for this one because we don't have drive time package. Then some kind of numerical drop down, give output map title, so the text, choose location to save. So it's a directory tool. So it's pretty good app to set up. There's a lot of things we can set design interface to get more familiar with it. Let's see. Okay, the input data source. Let's just run the workflow to see what's the data we have. 595, that's pretty good. We have a plenty of choice of locations. Lat long, it's in single field. We'll probably want to split it for, or may not. We have it centered here. Okay, let's see. So we have map input, so that's a location if you want people to drop your icon to. So for this one, it's not very common to set up. For me, I'm London based, so that's a default map. We probably need to zoom out a lot, go to the US, I think. In the system, you can set up default to whatever the region you're looking for. Let's cross that Atlantic. Test my geography. The question is Denver to Colorado. So let's probably put a Denver area. Starting point. So that's fine. That will should output some web location job. Even for the interface, for the map, we do have a map input. So on the top, you let people to select a map region you want to go. I think this can update it. Never really used it in practice. Not very often people need to drag a map, but it's good things to have to be available. I think for us, probably default is good enough. Enter question. So what's the question you want? Where do you work? On a base map? Sure, we have a base map, probably light. Select one feature is fine. Zoom to default, custom boundary, reference layer, auto draw points. So hopefully that updates. Update map input with map questions. Let's just run this workflow. We can also use the match one to test. Yeah, it's the default map is setting some kind of location for me in London. That's fine. People can change that later. Next thing we want to, what would you like to gift? So we have flower. I think that's part of categorical variable, are they? It's gonna be Mhm. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. They did not tell us what kind of location that is. Prime si- Yeah, I think that's a prime SIC maybe. So if it's flower, it's probably 592,500. For flower, hmm. Flower Angel 592. Let me just check Google that first. Yes, so we don't have as clean as I see for different shops. But my guess from the look of it, anything with like 5992 is probably the flour. For the sweet, I'm gonna just say sweet trees, sweet flour. Oh, the candy. Probably anything start with 5145 is the confectionery. Yeah, looks maybe that's the case. So the second question is what do you like? That means we want to do a drop down. So for the interface, we need to, a drop down options. We only have two options, so we can probably just create a menu drop down. Um, what what do you get? I think we have a menu list, menu set values. So name and the value pair. Let me just copy this one. I think that's a suite. The name is confectionery. Then we have a FLORISTS forest. Flowers. Probably. I'll just assume that's like this one. Yes, that's the name and the value pair. Defaults. Patch OK. Doing a default. They keep florist. Let's use that one's the default setup. Mm. We can always test for each interface to see the pop-up. Confectionery, florist. Okay, that's good. Because when people choose, that means they will update the value. That means we can use a filter. So the main data set is search. That. Let's actually click with the lightning bulb. So we have a more better control regarding to the particular input. So I'll probably use say primary as I see. I want it to contain primary. Now the data is not very clean, but we're not particularly worried about that yet. Uh, not this one. I want is the code because that's the value that's going to update your workflows. What we're going to do, we're going to from the drop down value, we're going to update our selection. We're going to update the selection for the contain. So that should update the filter. The next is you can drop down. You want to do travel. We want a number up, down, bottom. So the question is calculate store distance by mile. Oop. Let's just say miles. We are willing to travel. Default is 50. Default 50, increment by 1, 0, maximum 0, decimal place 0. Yeah, I think that's fine. Did I miss the C? Yeah, the drop down for miles of drive time. Because we don't have a drop down package, so we don't actually need to worry about that particular issue. Just for the sake of demonstration, let's probably just type mouse. Let's say mouse 2. All those should update the eventual spatial areas. Okay, that's 2. Then you output for the map title, choose a location to save. That's fine. We'll worry about that next. Let's concentrate on the location input. So when people put a location input, you want to create, for us, the mouse, so we'll probably want to do a trade area. So the mouse, at the moment, default is 5. We'll create trade area. We're going to keep as miles, actually kilometers. And make something a bit more custom. Kilo. So the drop down can update. So the units, we can, at the moment we use the mouse as units. We're looking for to replace mouse. Then with the numerical drop down to replace the radius you're looking for. So far they're using 50, update to the area radius. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's- So people can toggle. So you want to use miles or you want to use kilometers to do the conditions. Output map title. We want to make sure we can match things because in the trade area you're looking for how many of the stores you want. That's a spatial match. Mhm. So we drop all the options on the target. I think we'll probably do the other round. Target within the universe. I think there's some performance difference between choice and the T and the U, but it's very hard to remember which is which. Do we need all the things? Probably not. We definitely need the centroid for the eventual match. Probably give a business name. That's good. SSC address, maybe, just in case people in the future want to add in as like some kind of tooltips. Municipal, yeah, I think I can drop the other stuff. Let's just run it. At the moment, do we have any capture area? No, that's rubbish. So let's call it 50 miles radius. Mhm. Time to check my setup. What's my default region setup? Is that in Denver? Yeah, it's in Denver. So let's modify. That should be the city center, isn't it? Upgrade to 50 miles. That should be more than enough to capture the whole area. Then with a centroid creating, so one target within the universe. Hmm. Hmm. Oh wait, did I select trade area or did I select the centroid? Nope, my bad. Trade area. Yeah, 5 miles. I think 5 miles will be safe. Let's see. Yes, we have some match. So we pick the default input location. Oh, there's some duplication in the data. Um, hmm, I feel like I probably need to do something about data cleaning on it. Okay, so there's a duplication in the input data, but that's gonna be annoying. It's run unique. So a business address, you can run unique on the address, but in practice, that's too many characters. May not be the best choice. Municipal postcode, that should be more than enough. Yeah, 341. So we dropped 2 rows. Okay. So with some city, so you have select. You can allow user to select how kilometer or using mouse the number you have. The last one you want output the map. give a title. So to help with these things, we need to use reporting tools. So reporting tool is here. I think everything to keep it default is fine. Incoming data connections. Do we need to group anything? We just give one layer square. You want to see, let's just add a browse, let's see the view. Because usually you want to output these things, you need to render on the reporting tools. So the render will help you to show. Okay, that's good. So we're getting captured our areas. Mm-hmm. Do. Maybe I can add in a separate data source. Yeah, let me just connect a separate data source so you can show our trade area maybe. Data, you have a data one, data two. Data two, oh, probably just a dot. Layers, let's see what to do. For layer two, let's just change the style a bit. We don't want square. Do they have a heart? Probably flag is fine. Choose a different color so it stands out different. So let's say we're going to choose probably red starting point. Previously, we know you're going to render. The map is able to build. If it can build it, that means we can render it. What do we go render? Output file, we probably need to specify location. Let's go desktop. We don't want HTML. We're going to PC XML. Let's call the Alteryx challenge. Oh, what's the number? 57. That's 50. 57. May not be able to see. Let me make it a bit smaller. So we call that PC XML file. Let's save. The file path, its file location, that's fine. The map, that's good. You want to give a title. A title. I don't think you can set up title in map. You need a header in. It's probably the header part. Yeah, we need to create a header. So I'll choose report. Let's see, what do you want to call it? You want to call title? Once you have a title, you have two of reporting object. That means you need another layout to tell you want the header go above the map or the header go below the map. So first, let's say header go above, then that will try to render the thing again. Because we changed the name of the columns, so render 2 need to be reconfigured. Ooh, let's hope the Outreach don't crash on me this time. Let me just pause video for a moment. All right, welcome back. Let's retry again. So when you create a header, join the header, we can call the map title. Let's just call a title, TITLE. Data header, sure, header's fine. Logo, we don't have any image we need it. Once you have a header, let's go to report. So you're gonna layout. Header goes on top. Then we need a render. What's my render? We can choose the. Usually it's a PC. Choose my location again. So I'm gonna choose a desktop. So we add to challenge 57 about PCXML. Yes, that's output. That's output. That should be fine. Let's just run it. Okay, so just a minute. Restarted the thing, so I need to find my input file. Path is changed. Dot frame is fine. So the workflow should produce a temp file. That should be a link we can click. Then we'll have a look what's the rendered map with the header. Once it's rendered, then we can do the next stage is to modify the input of it. Just waiting for that to open up. Okay, let's see. Da, da, da. So the title is fine. Title is on side. We probably want to move title to vertical layout. I forgot to do the layer 2. So let me modify that. So previously we did a second point for the starting point. Let's actually introduce both points, I think. So once introduce the point layer, uh, point layer 2, so that should be the centroid. Modify the style, point style, let's change to, I'll go change to a flag. Change the color so we can see something different. Over to red. We should be a polygon layer. We can actually do a polygon layer 2, because the polygon layer 2 should be the trade area. Color, creating theme, field color, opacity, let's say 10. Run workflow again. You can construct as much information as you want for the map report. So hopefully I can pick correctly. Our output should have a central dot, the selected location, with circular, the trade area to encapture the area, then with the blue dots. So that's my intention. Once that's done, we can add in the last two um, formatting tool on it. I hope it renders. Let me change it up. We're looking vertical header per querying. Let's put a browser here. Shift B. We build a workflow. Maybe I just build everything out, then run. It just save time to run the stuff. So the browser should handle that thing fine. We want to change the header for the map title document. Continue. Sorry, the interface tool. It's a text input. Text box that go on top of the header. Let's call that give the output. Default title. Let's say new title. We're updating things. What we're updating, we update the text, the title text. So that should be fine. The last thing is you want to change, give option to save location. The directory tool. File browser. That's allow input for the browser. So we're going to update this value. What we actually update, we don't update the file name. I think we can just update that string. So at the moment, I select as my desktop, but if people have the option to drop down to select a different folder structure, just test on the interface. Mhm. Let me get the second window up. So with filter, that should do the job. Word querying, title, the default title, then you can browse to other your file paths. So the last one they want to call, what's the name? That's fine. Let's choose location to save the report. Let's do a final run. As long as the browser shows the results we want, then that's good. Then we can test run in the app itself. The flag can be bigger, but you'll be able to see clearly. So you can see that's the central location of selections and all the dots within the trade area you want to capture. On the very top, you have a title. We have a corresponding data field if you need. So that should run as it is. Let me see if I can run up. Oh, this will take forever. Let's zoom out. Let's go to Denver again. Denver, Colorado. Let's draw a city center. Let's say we're going 20-mile radius, flowers. Uh, New title, add, choose location. What do you want to choose? So I think let me go to my document, finish and run it. And we have a PC, and that. Yeah, it runs the map. Very small dot. You can probably later to modify to change the layout. So probably the other dots to be smaller, your initial selection to be a bit brighter, and you can change the order. So the red flag goes to front end. Everything else is yeah for you get a view. So overall, it's pretty good access. We try out even the reporting tool and some of the interface tool you can use to build. And that's for this challenge. Thanks for watching.